Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really hope you're all doing okay and having a great day and an amazing week. My name is Effie and today I'm updating you on my project Pan. In case you don't know what I'm going on about, I will leave linked in the description box the start video for this project Pan and my last update, because that was update number 1. We're now on update number 2. And as always, I have all of the makeup products on my face. I'm going to talk about their weight and how it's changed, how many times I've used it and how I'm feeling about the product right now. Spoiler alert, I do have a couple of empties, which is always great news, and I'm making some really good progress on other products as well. So this is going to be a quick video, hopefully, so let's get on with it. So I'm going to start with my makeup, and most of the products are on my face today. They're looking very nice. I did a bit more of a colourful eye look. Yeah, let's make a start. Primer, the I Heart Revolution Strawberry Whip Primer. This has a current weight of 29.64 grams and at the end of last month it was at 31.77 grams. I've used this 7 times and I am actually starting to like this primer. The past 2 times I've spoken about it, I've said that I don't really care for it that much, but I do think it does a good job of smoothing out my skin and giving a nice base for makeup to go over. So I am actually enjoying it a bit more than I was. And also, good news on the makeup front is that I'm actually going to be going into my office a lot more frequently, so I'm going to be wearing makeup a bit more frequently. So I'm going to be reaching for my Project Pan makeup a bit more frequently, and that's just great news because it means that hopefully I can get this used up. I do use a fair amount in one go, it's just taking a bit of a while to go down. As always, I'm hoping to have the photographs of the weights on screen. What I'm going to try to do is put the starting weight and then last month's weight and then this month's weight all in one picture, all up in the corner of the screen. So hopefully you can see that if editing Effie has done it. Foundation, the Revlon Colourstay for oily and combination skin in the shade 150 Buff. I'm really enjoying this and I'm actually starting to worry about when it gets used up because it is a really good match colour wise for me. It's a nice foundation, it has a good staying power on my skin. I'm really enjoying it, but as you can see there's like a gap. I'm getting down right to the bottom bit, and actually as I was putting some on today it was a bit harder to get like a full pump out of it, so I think we might finish this next month. Its current weight is 68.83 and last month it was 72.46 and I've used it 7 times this month. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I will be a little bit sad when it goes just because it is such a great fallback option for me. If I need a good foundation, I know I can go to this one, and so when it's gone it won't be there anymore. Concealer, the I Heart Revolution Conceal and Define Concealers. I haven't really touched the little C1 just because I have another C1 in the big size, but as you can see it's sort of settled and it's about 2/3 empty, about half empty roughly, so that one is fine, but I haven't really touched it this month. These two I have the shade C1 and C2 in the super size. I know I said in my last video that I took the stopper out of one of them, and I attempted to take the stopper out and the stopper went in, and I said I wasn't going to do it to the other one. I did do it to the other one and the exact same thing happened, unfortunately. So now the 2 stoppers for these are at the bottom of the tube, which is good because it means I can get product out, but it's bad because it means I've got a bit at the bottom where I will never get anything out of it. The current weight for all 3 of these is 73.57 grams. It was 75 grams and I've used them 13 times in the past month. I still am struggling with this product. I've used it 9 times this month. The current weight is 34.78 and last month it was 35.63, so it's not even going down a lot. There's still not much of a gap at the top. It's like the tiniest amount. If I put it on the side maybe you can see a bit better. Yeah, it's only down to about here, which isn't great. It's just so hard to use up. There's so much product in here, but I do think it looks nice on the skin. It is nice and smoothing. It does mattify my skin down. It does help with all that good stuff. I just wish it would go down a little bit quicker. Blush, another product I am struggling with. This is the MUA Blush Matte Powder in the shade Rose Tea. The embossing is still 100% there. I don't know if you can see it, maybe a little bit. I've used this 6 times in the last month. Its current weight is 42.02 and it was 42.17, so only 0.15 grams gone, which is not great. And I do pile this stuff on. I put on so much. I don't even know how well you can see it today, but I do pile this stuff on and it just does not go down. I am enjoying it though. Bronzer, we have the Revolution Ultra Sculpt and Contour Kit in the shade CO1 Ultra Fair. The bronzer has a very heavy dent in it, and every time I use it, I'm convinced I'm going to see pan, but I don't. I've used the bronzer 7 times, and I've used the blush 4 times actually, which is quite good. I do have a little bit of the blush on today, still haven't touched the highlighter, it still doesn't interest me. The current weight is 52.82 and it was 53 flat, so that's not great usage. But like I said, there is a heavy dent and I do think I'm going to hit pan on this soon. I am enjoying this, but I have found bronzers that I prefer. I've been doing a lot of testing videos recently. I've just found bronzers that I think work so much better for me than this, which is a shame, but it doesn't mean I don't like this one. I will still use it, I will still get it used up. Highlighter! And I have some really good news on this one, but let's do the statistics first. So, I've used this 19 times and one use counts as one colour, so if I use 3 colours, that's 3 uses. And its current weight is 121.72 and it was 121.96, which sounds like nothing, but I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. I have hit pan on this peach shade and I'm so proud of myself. I might zoom you in and see if you can see the pan. You can see it. That's pan. I've hit pan. I didn't think the peach shade would be the first one I'd hit pan on. I thought I'd either hit pan on one of these two, but yeah, I hit pan on that today actually, doing this highlighter. I did use the gold shade with it and a tiny bit of the white shade just down my nose as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I don't care that it's only gone down the smallest gram amount. I've hit pan and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to hit pan on some of these highlighters. I'm really proud of myself for hitting pan. If you're proud of me, give this video a thumbs up. Thanks. I need to hear it. Brow gel, we have the I Heart Revolution Tasty Avocado Brow Gel in Ash Brown. I've used this 12 times in the past month. It's currently at 13.27 and it was at 13.5. I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with this just because it takes forever to use up. Because you're only using such a small amount, one dip is enough to do both brows for me. My brows look terrible today, please ignore them. This is not going down. I am still going to stick with it. It's not annoying me enough to take it out of my project pan. And I will keep using it because it does a good enough job for what it is. It's just frustrating me how long it's taking to use up. Brow pencil. This is the Collection Incredibrow Brow Definer in the shade Blonde. I've used this 9 times. It currently weighs 4.02 and it did weigh 4.15. There's still a fair amount left in there, but it's gone down a reasonable amount compared to last month, which I'm quite happy with. I don't like this brow pencil at all. It doesn't give a defined point. It's almost like a crayon in that it gives pigment, but it's kind of waxy and it's just not my favourite. And I'm really looking forward to getting this out of my collection. So hopefully in the next month it will be done. Eye primer, we have the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eye Primer. I've used this 11 times in the past month and it currently weighs 6.03 and it did weigh 6.76. So that's a decent amount of usage. But again, kind of like the brow gel, it's frustrating because you only need the smallest amount. Like 1 dot on each eye is enough and it's just not going down very quickly. I've still got quite a bit left. And again, this isn't my favourite eye primer. I have other eyeshadow primers that I just really prefer. And every time I go to reach for one of them, I'm like, no, I should be using my Project Pan one. And then I use this one and then I kind of wish I'd used my other ones. But I can get over that so long as I get this finished up soon. It's not a terrible eye primer. Eyeshadow. This is the Revolution X Tammy Tropical Paradise palette. I haven't hit any pan on this yet, but I used this gold shade today on my eyes and I think it's very, very close to hitting pan because when I used to use this palette a lot more often, that was a shade I used a lot. And so dipping back into it now, I can feel that it's close to hitting pan. I just know it in my bones. But I've used this palette 5 times in the last month. It is currently at 208.4 grams. It was at 208.51, which I think is pretty good because I only used it 3 times in like the last update, and now I've used it 5. Now I'm going back into the office. I'm going to be using it more. Again, I've learned something about my project panning that I will take into account in future. If you didn't know, I have another project pan where I have 5 eyeshadow palettes that I'm trying to use up, and I'm trying to do that over the space of the year, and I'm updating you on that every quarter, so there's not been an update for that one yet, but there are 5 eyeshadow palettes that I'm trying to use up. So then having this one as well, I just feel like I'm not using eyeshadow enough to use all 6 eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to keep this palette in my project pan for the first 3 months of the year. But then I think in my next rotation, so in April, my April update, I'm going to repick all my products. I might not include an eyeshadow palette because I might just try and stick to the 5 that I have in my other project pan. I know that might disappoint some people, but I don't know how else to do it. And then maybe next year, if I do project panning again, I'll have a rethink of how better to do it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm enjoying using this palette right now. I just think it's too much having 6 palettes to try and use. For mascara, I have the Primark False Lash Queen. Yep, False Lash Queen mascara. I love this mascara. I still love this mascara. I wear it pretty much every day. I'm really enjoying it. I've used it 15 times in the last month. Its current weight is 22.38 and last month it was 22.83. I'm starting to think this is getting to the end. It's starting to get a little bit drier. It's starting to not build up as much. I have to dip in a little bit more often. There's still a fair amount in the product. I'm starting to get the feeling that we might be getting somewhere with using this up. It is a really nice mascara. It has a natural bristle brush, like that. It's a really basic mascara. I'm just really enjoying it. Opposite end of the scale, the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I've used this product twice this month, and the second time I used it I tried to do a wing with it and it ruined my eyeshadow look. I got really frustrated. It was just an eyeshadow look for Instagram, so thankfully I wasn't going anywhere, but it just leaked everywhere. I'm saying this is done. I'm not going to continue trying to use this. There's probably product still in there. In fact, there's 100% still product in there, but I'm just not interested in getting it used up. It's just really frustrating me because I used to love this eyeliner. Maybe it's just too old and out of date, but yeah, it bleeds on my eyelids and things like that. It's just not great anymore. It wouldn't put me off picking up a new one, but I have other eyeliners that I'm enjoying, so I'm just gonna say this is finished and leave it at that. I'm not gonna roll in a new eyeliner just because I don't have many for a start, but also I don't wear eyeliner that often. So yeah, I'm just gonna completely remove this from my project pan. It is a shame, but it's just not really usable anymore. So I'm counting this as done. I'm counting this as finished, panned, completed, because I want to. Lip colours, we'll start with the number 7 Stay Perfect in the shade Classic Rose. I've used this 3 times in the last month, and the one day that I did go into the office I wore this lip colour and obviously had to reapply it during the day. So I've used this 3 times. Its current weight is 18.52 and it was 18.64, so I think that's fine. I mean, this is going to be a shade that's going to get used a lot now that I'm going back into the office a lot more frequently, because I tend to go for pinky tones over browns. So this is going to get used. I'm really enjoying it. It's a nice colour. I've also found that one of my lip liners is a perfect match for it, so that's always good. The ABH matte lipstick in the shade Spice. I've only used this twice in the past month. Its current weight is 18.24 and it was at 18.29, which obviously isn't a lot of usage, but I am really enjoying this. The only problem I have is that even though this lipstick and the lipstick that I'm about to talk about are both matte formulas, this is much more matte than the one I have on, which is the next one we're going to talk about. I do like it. I think I need to try putting lip glosses over it. I think that would help. And also, this will be another shade that I'll reach for when I'm going into the office. If I do a brown toned look, I'll probably reach for this one. And I am finding that I'm really enjoying my bullet lipsticks right now, more than I thought I was and more than I was at the end of last year. I'm really enjoying them. So knowing that this project pan has helped me in terms of enjoying bullet lipsticks is enough for me. I'm happy with that. And hopefully we can get this used up a bit more. Maybe finish this year, maybe not, we'll see. And then my third lipstick is the one I have on today, which is the Beauty Bay matte lipstick in the shade Juice. I've used this 4 times this month and its current weight is 18.29 and it was at 18.39. Again, not a lot of use, but I am really proud of it and I've got it on today and I'm really enjoying it. I actually think this would be an okay shade to wear into the office. I know a lot of people aren't into wearing bold lipsticks or reds in the work environment. Personally, I quite like it. I'm okay with my progress. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's absolutely fine by me. Again, like I said, I'm enjoying my bullet lipsticks, which is more than I could have asked for. And the final makeup product is my MUA Pro Base Mattifying Fixing Spray. I've used this 14 times. Its current weight is 17.96 and it was at 51.01 and this is so nearly finished. This isn't completely finished, but there are like little drops left in here. So I'm thinking this will definitely 100% be finished up next month. Like honestly, the next time I want to wet a shimmer shade, it'll probably get used up. And then next month I will count it as finished. So in case you don't know, I plan on having these products in my project pan for 3 months and then switching them out for a completely new set of products. So because next month is the last month of this set, if that makes sense, I'm probably not going to roll in a new one. I'll just try and get some use out of my other ones and then come April I'll pick a new one. Now let's move on to skincare and I'm going to start with my cleanser. This is the Cetaphil, I don't know, oily skin cleanser. I've used this 36 times in the last month. Its current weight is 82.5 and it was at 123.3. That is some amazing usage. I'm really proud of it. There's not much left. It is a clear liquid, so it's difficult to see where it is in the bottle even if I hold it up to the light. So I'm not too sure, but it is definitely feeling a lot lighter. I'm using it, I'm enjoying it, although my skin has been having a rough patch to say the least. So I have been reaching for a different one that is meant to help treat breakouts and things like that. So I've been reaching for a different cleanser recently, but I have still been using this one when I can and I am still really enjoying it. I really do like this cleanser. I think it does a really good job. And also the brand is well known for having good cleansers, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I have no particular attachment to it, so when it's gone, it'll just be gone. But I am getting some decent use and I do think I'll finish it up next month. Toners, I have 3 in my project pan and we're just going to go through them in the normal order. So we have the Pixi Glow Tonic. I've used this 13 times. Its current weight is 19.81. It was at 30.47. I think that's some really good usage. It's now below the sort of like sticker, so there's not much left in it. I think this will 100% be gone in the next month. The Milky Tonic, oh, I finished it up. There is like a tiny bit of liquid left in the bottom, but I cannot get to it. I used it 10 times before using it up. There wasn't much left in it at the start of the month, so yeah, I wasn't surprised to use it up. There is just a small amount in there and it really frustrates me that I can't get it out, but I'll live. And the third tonic is the Retinal Tonic. I've used this 11 times in the last month. Its current weight is 30.74 and it was at 40.18. I use this one a little bit less often because it is retinol and that can make you more susceptible to sun issues. And also the serum I have is a glycolic acid serum and I don't think you're meant to mix glycolic acid and retinol. I could be wrong, but I try not to anyway. So yeah, I am enjoying this. It just doesn't get used that often. I should really use it more, and I'm sure once the Glow Tonic is used up, I'll use this one a lot more because it'll be the only one I have left. Eye cream, and we have the Nip and Fab No Needle Eye Cream. This is used up. I'm so proud of myself and my boyfriend because he did help, and together we used it 49 times before it got finished up. And yeah, I didn't particularly like this eye cream. I have started using a different eye cream, but I'm not going to include it in this project pan just because I want to test it out and see how I feel about it first. But yeah, this one's done, so eye cream is no longer a category in my project pan at the moment. There might be a new one when I do my repick, but for now I'm just going to leave it out. I'm glad this is gone. I didn't like it. I don't think it really did much. I don't think it really helped my eyes. Even my boyfriend said he didn't notice a difference, so yeah. Pretty happy it's gone. Nothing against Nip and Fab, just happy it's gone. Didn't really enjoy it. Moisturizer. I did have 2 of these and I have no idea where the other one's gone, but they're both finished. These are the Vitamin E Moisture Protect Emulsion by The Body Shop. I did have 2 of them. They've both been used up. One of them got used up very quickly after my last update. This one got used up about a week ago. They were used 30 times before they were both used up, so yeah, they were both half used anyway. One of them was very close to being finished in my last update, so I finished that one up and then managed to finish this one up. I quite like these. They are good. I like that they have SPF protection in there. And again, I'm not putting a new moisturiser in just yet. I will put one in when I do a repick. But for now, I'm just going to try and get some general use out of my other moisturisers. Get a feel for which one I want to put into my project pan. And then we'll see where we're at next month. But yeah, I really enjoyed using this. Moisturiser is now no longer a category in this project pan. And yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Well done me. Vaseline. I really want this product out of my collection. Look how much is left. The tiniest amount. I've used it 29 times this month, which is slightly less than last month because honestly I just don't want to use it. I think it dries out my lips. I genuinely do. I know I said that last time. I still think it. The current weight is 7.74 and it was at 8.17, so it's going down. I do need to use it more often, but yeah, I just want it gone. I'm not enjoying it. I'm really not. Yeah, hopefully this will be gone by the end of next month. The Body Shop Aloe Soothing Rescue Cream Mask. I was disappointed in myself last month for not using this enough. And I've used it less this month. I've used it 4 times. Its current weight is 73.02 and it was at 88.69. So it's going down. I just need to use it more often, but I just forget. And I don't want to, and I have to remember because you're meant to wear it all night. I don't want to do that, so I have to remember to put it on like after work or after the gym, and I just forget. So yeah, I really need to work harder on this one this month, and I will do, I promise. I don't think I'm going to get it all used up though. Serum, we have the Revolution Glycolic Acid Serum. It is the 10% serum. As I said when I brought this product in last month, I can't use this every day and every night. It wouldn't work for my skin. It would just destroy my skin. So I haven't used it that much. I think I've used it 15 times since I brought it in. It's currently at 71 grams. It was at 79.97 grams. That's pretty good usage when you consider I haven't been using it all the time. Now let's move on to hair care, and we first up have the L'Oreal Elvive Intensive Purple Mask. I've used this 7 times in the past month. Its current weight is 134.15. It was at 200.33. I think I'm doing pretty well with this. It's gone down a lot. Like now when I dip my hand in, I reach the bottom, which is always a good sign. I think I can get this used up in the next month. I think because I have quite a lot of hair, I have to put quite a bit on, and I think it's doing a good job. My hair treatment, we have the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer. I've completely used this up. I'm proud of myself. Another empty. I used it 4 times before it got used up, and I've rolled in a complete new one. I do have 2 of these. They were both very kindly sent to me in PR, so now this one's empty. I can start on this one. I did only finish that one recently, so I've not actually touched this one yet, but the starting weight for this is 186.59, so hopefully I'll get like maybe half of it used up in the next month. Another Elvive product, we have the Dream Length Snow Haircut Cream. This is just something I put in my hair when it's wet and it's got heat protectant in it. It's currently down to here. You only need a really small amount, so it's going down super slowly. I've used it 9 times this month. Its current weight is 162.5 and it was at 172.89. It's not the best, but like I said, you only need a small amount every time you use it, so it is going to go down slowly. This one might end up being in the project pan all year round, we'll see. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not mad at myself. I'm not particularly pleased with myself. It's fine amount of progress. And the final product in hair care is the Biolage or Biolage, I don't know how to pronounce it, all-in-one coconut infusion multi-benefit spray. I've used this 9 times in the last month. Its current weight is 135.1 and it was at 154.71. So I think that's pretty good. It's now down to about here, I think. When I started, I didn't particularly like this product. I'm starting to like it a little bit more. It's still not my favourite thing. I tend to now put it only on my wet hair. I think that helps. But yeah, it's not bad. It's just not my favourite. And I'm pretty proud of my usage because if this wasn't in my project pan, I wouldn't have even touched it so far this year. So I'm okay with it. And the final category is body. We're going to start with moisturiser. I brought this product in update 1 because I finished my body butter. I've also finished this. It turns out I get through moisturiser pretty quickly. So I used this, I think, 12 times before it got used up. And now I have rolled in this product. This product came in a glossy box. It is the Aloe Natural and Organic #Principles Brighten Empathy Orange Vitamin C2 Body Milk. I don't know. It's this product. It'll be linked in the description box. I'm sorry. So yeah, I rolled in this one. I've used it 8 times since I started, and it started at 224 grams. It's now at 102.59. Like I said, I've used it 8 times. My boyfriend's been helping me with it. I do like this product. It smells nice, but the fact it's in a tube is a bit more annoying. You can't just like scoop it out. You've got to like, which is a bit annoying. And also, if you use too much of this, it sort of goes like smeary. Like, you know when you put sun cream on and you use too much and then just smearing it all over your body. It's kind of like that. Scent number 1, we have the Body Shop Mango Body Mist. I've used this 15 times in the last month. Its current weight is 135.84 and it was at 140.84. So 5 grams of use, which isn't a lot considering how much I've used it. I thought it would have gone down a bit more. Next up is perfume, and we have the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau de Toilette. I've used this 16 times in the past month and its current weight is 245.87 and it was at 252.04. I took this out with me yesterday. I took this to the office with me last week. I am trying to take it places and use it and spray it on me as often as possible. It's just not going down. I thought it would be a bit more, but like I said, leaving the house a bit more often. I'll keep taking it with me. I'll keep spraying it as often as I can and hopefully get it used up. This still isn't my favourite perfume. It's not growing on me in any way. I just want it gone. Hand cream, we still have my little Hedwig, which I'm loving. The scent of this is really, really good. And I've used her 42 times this month, but then I don't think I mentioned how many times I used her since rolling her in, because she was brought in our last update. So she was used 5 times in the first month and then 42 times this month. I hope that makes sense. She currently weighs 64.16 and she was at 85.57. And finally, my nail oil. Now, I said in last month's update that I wasn't really proud of the weight that was lost on this one because you only need a super small amount, and I wasn't great at remembering to do this every day. I've used this even less this month. Its current weight is 45.36 and it was at 45.63. That is nothing. I have no explanation. I just haven't used it. That's on me. It's my bad. So there we go. That is my project pan update for this month. Quite a few empties. We hit pan on something. I'm most proud of myself for hitting pan on that highlighter. I've not hit pan on a highlighter before by myself. So I'm really proud of myself. Let me know what you think of my progress down in the comment section. If you have any recommendations on how I can sort of make this a bit better for me or for you, that would be amazing. Please let me know them. But other than that, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I put up 2 videos a week and it is all makeup content, so if that sounds like your type of thing, then this is the place for you. I update on this project pan on the first Saturday of every month, so if you're just interested in that, then by all means just watch those videos. I will leave a playlist linked in the description box where you can watch the start of the project pan and my first update. So hopefully if you are finding me now, you can keep up to date anyway. I do also have another project pan which focuses just on eyeshadow palettes, so if you're interested in that, I'll also leave that link down in the description box. I'm only updating on that every quarter, so there won't be an update on that one until the start of April, unfortunately. But you can watch the starting video and see what palettes I've chosen to include in that. But other than that, I will stop rambling and let you go. Have a great day and amazing week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!